Hello, high school students, and welcome back to another week of remote learning. We're going to keep doing the assignments the same way. I'll keep posting an announcement in Canvas, and you guys will be able to go and find everything you need in your Canvas assignments right there. Now, remember, make sure if you don't have the grades or you're a little worried about the grades, just continue doing the work that I've been putting out the week before last and this week. And I will do my best to work on those grades to make sure that nobody fails in any of these situations because you haven't been doing the work maybe in the classroom like you should have been. But don't worry about that. We're just going to keep moving forward. We're just going to keep making some art. Now, where you'll find your assignments will always be in Canvas, but I'm also going to link everything to this webpage. This webpage is just jahsart.com. Now, on jahsart.com, you'll find just kind of a backlog and a category and a repository of all of the things that we will be working on throughout this time. Now, my office hours are going to be from 9 to 10 a.m. this week. You can contact me any day this week between 9 and 10 a.m. I will be sitting there ready to listen to any questions you might have. Or any pictures you might want to show me that you've been working on. Remember, keep emailing me those in. I would love to put them in the gallery in my website so I can set up a gallery for those. I'm looking forward to making this website exciting place for you guys to be able to go and find everything. Now, I also have to tell you guys, remember, office hours are not mandatory. If you have another class that's a little bit more important during that time, please don't be afraid to go to that class. You can always email me questions or anything like that. I will be more than happy to help you guys out in any way that I can. Okay, just let me know if there's anything I can do to help. I'm always here to help. Now let's go into our project right away. Our project this week is we're going to talk a little bit about a theme here. So if I click on your little foundations button up here and go, it'll take you right to the project page. This will be the page that you'll also probably see on Canvas. Now we're going to be talking about space in sculpture today. So we are going to talk a little bit about one artist in particular I decided on is Alexander Calder. Now Alexander Calder is mostly famous for his wire sculptures. They actually called them drawings in space. But later in his life he created these huge steel and beam giant sculptures, which he called stables. All right. Now these stables, you'll be able to see these, and you probably, if you've been to any major city, you'll probably run across one. I think this one's in Chicago, actually. But that is what we're going to work on. We're going to work on space in these sculptures. So if we use Alexander Calder as our kind of inspiration, we look at these sculptures and we're going to create our own sculpture, and I'm going to talk about that in a little bit. But first we want to talk about space. All right, space is a very important aspect of sculpture. The space is what people walk through and interact in. It's sculpture in the round. You can walk around a sculpture. It's three-dimensional. So space plays an important part, and there's two kinds of space that you can talk about. There's positive space, and then there's negative space. Now in positive space, it's just easily like if I take this piece of paper, like that's the positive space right there. There's no sort of negative space on this. This is the solid part of the sculpture. But if I were to take a pair of scissors and just cut a quick shape out here to create a little negative space, you'll see the negative space is just the space through it. That space is equally as important as this space. So I'm going to have you guys test this theory out on trying to create space by creating a one-page sculpture, okay? I've done this project with kids before. It turns out really great. All you need is a piece of paper. Now, I am not going to give you any constraints on what kind of size, what kind of paper, any kind of paper you like, any kind of size you'd like. It just has to be one piece, okay? That's going to be the rule, is one piece is all you can use. You can't add anything else. So all the pieces of this paper is what you're going to use to create your sculpture. You can fold it, cut it, bend it. You can use an X-Acto knife. You can use glue. You can do it however you want. But what I want you guys to do is use this one piece of paper to create a sculpture. No extras or anything. Cut, attach, you can cut slits in the paper and then slide the paper through it. There's lots of different ways to do this, and I'll go and I'll post some videos throughout the week, just some ideas that you might have on giving you guys a few more techniques on working on this. So that's your assignment. That's not due until Friday. And I'm also going to give you a sketchbook assignment, which is also going to be due on Friday. So the 2 assignments that I give you this week are only going to be due on Friday. So you can turn those in. I'm also thinking about maybe turning the one-page sculpture into a hashtag challenge on Instagram or something. We're going to check it out, and I'll let you know down the road. Because remember, I'll always post videos every day, so you can come and check out those videos every day. The videos every day will also be on my site. The daily videos will be right on the front, and I'll always have a daily video there for everybody. And you can go and check the high school side too if you want. But that's kind of where I'm going to keep everything at. So just make sure you stay working, stay busy, keep doing those things. The guidelines for the one-page sculpture are going to be on that assignment page on the website. Okay, you can find all the guidelines there. There's also a couple things about the things you might want to work on, being like the 2 elements being space and balance. Now on this page there you will have some guidelines here that will also tell you about space and balance. It'll also tell you about the 3 different kind of styles sculptors like to use. Representational, meaning it looks just like what the person is trying to sculpt it. Abstract means it's a little bit stylized, but you can kind of tell what it is. And then non-objective means you can't tell what it is. So there's 3 different kinds of sculptures. You can do any of those 3 different styles of sculptures that you would like to do with your one piece of paper. So this is a one piece of paper sculpture challenge. Single sheet sculpture. Let's call it that. I like that name. Now remember, everything's going to be due on Friday. Your sketchbook assignment, if I haven't told you yet, is you're going to draw a picture of your sculpture. So when you draw a picture of your sculpture, I want you to make sure you try to draw it as realistic as possible. Use your pencil and really try to shade in the areas that you see. You can also take a desk lamp or something, put some light to it so that you can see the shadows a little bit better. All right, that's just a little life drawing exercise that we're going to work on. So you have your one-page sculpture and you have your sketchbook assignment, which is your drawing of your sculpture. Both will be due on Friday, and I'll post more videos throughout the week to kind of give you guys a heads up or something else to look at or expand on as we start to go through this project. So you guys have fun this week, stay safe, and I will see you guys soon.